Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Papa Joe for this week's edition of the Metal Shop Vlogs. We got some good friends of ours here in a brand new band called Illum. I'll go ahead and let them give us their quick intro.
Hi, I'm Anthony. I play guitar.
Chafino, vocals.
Aaron, I'm the bassist.
Steven, guitars. Johnny Mo, drums.
Yeah, we go a good ways back with some of the dudes here. Remember seeing Eric like the first time scream at the War Room about 6 years ago, and I was like totally blown away, man. I've been real tight with Tony. As a matter of fact, Tony is the only friend who I will allow to edit my photos. That's like a 5 year, longer than that, huh? Since you were in Abnick?
Yeah, happening. Yeah.
Yeah, since way back then. I'll take pictures of his bands, and he goes crazy on them, man. He does a great job. Remember Johnny Mo? I've seen him play with like huge drum kits, like the rolling cage and everything.
Tommy Lee got
Tommy
shit on
Lee.
me.
Like the little roller coaster drum kit, and now he's like condenser, right? Condenser drum kit. Yeah, go back with Steven also, some of the bands from the past. So it's really good to see you guys together. Aaron's only do the. I know you were in the scene before, and you were in different bands.
Yeah.
So, but it's really good to see you guys working together, man. I remember for a good while, Tony and I were talking about this project.
Yeah.
And he would hit me up for a lot of opinion. He would ask for my opinion and stuff. And I know there was a time when he was really working hard to find musicians who would be a good fit for him.
Yeah. On that, I think it took a long time. I mean, it took a while, a couple months to actually find what I was looking for, and I think I knew how to be patient about it to find people that were gonna be on the same page with me, and I think so far everything's it's looking pretty good. So I think all of us are pretty happy, and the way we're working and the way we're connecting together with music,
Yeah, it's nice, man. Yeah, I know that this style is kind of a change. I guess a change of pace for what you guys are used to, right? Eric and Johnny?
Yep.
Yeah, I would say it's probably it's our little transformation stuff, type of deal where, I mean, we got all different genres from different backgrounds, I should say, and stuff, so it's like, I guess, everything that we haven't done in the past, as far as wanting to do something different now, like trying to evolve, especially with all the ideas that we have together. I mean, it's been a process, and it's been a blast playing with these guys and all that stuff, especially the history that we have and all that. But I mean, just everything that we've been doing and all that, the writing process and all that. I mean, we just throwing everything, all the ideas. I mean, it's been a good venture.
Cool. So who was the first piece of the puzzle that you brought in, Tony?
That was Eric.
Okay, and Eric, my question to you is what was the pitch? What did he tell you that said, make you think? Let's do
I
this,
think
man.
basically, I mean, our friend, it was just the rhythm that he has, his style of playing, his tone, a lot of, there's a lot of hooks that I like that I was like, that's something I
could
could
work
do
with that.
and stuff, yeah.
Are you responsible for doing all the lyrics?
Yeah, I mean, I have lyrics for days. It's just a lot of things that the writing process that we always put down, it's just that feeling that I have, and then just laying it out.
Yeah, I asked that question because I know that Tony he has a lot of ideas and he has a vision, so it's pretty cool that you're allowed to come in and give your input as far as the lyrics.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's special to play with these guys right now. I'll tell you that. It's something where I put out an idea and I'm open, here. I mean, it only helps me out to make it as far as making me a better on the delivery, on the vocals, especially when we're in the studio recording.
Right.
But I mean, it's something I'm not used to, but it was something that it was open to, and it's just, I mean, it feels good with the music that we're coming out with right now.
Nice. So was it easy for Johnny to come on board because of that connection you guys already had before?
I mean, it was just good to talk to him and let him know that, hey, you know what, we got something going on here, and then it was something different, and it was just showed him a little sample, and it was on board.
Nice.
We're going.
That's cool. So how did Aaron come into the picture?
Well, Anthony DM'd me and I thought he was asking for nudes.
For
But,
dudes?
yeah.
You were extending them
Yeah,
up.
I was already like, oh, let me get him. No, no, he actually DM'd me on Instagram. So we kind of go back when I had my old band. So we had played probably a couple of shows together. So we were friends on Instagram for a while. We didn't really, I guess, chat or whatever. But I guess he had seen some videos and he had seen me playing. So just messaged me and said, hey, what do you think about maybe listening to this music? Tell me what you think. And then kind of went from there. Learned the tracks and joined the band. So, yep.
Cool, man. So Steven was the final piece, right? Because
Yeah.
I remember we did a shoot, and it was a 4-piece at that time. So are you playing guitar now, Steven?
Yeah, I'm playing guitars now. Yeah,
Cool.
it's a nice change from going from bass all these years and now venturing into guitar is really fun. Really, really cool.
Cool. How do you? I know that you guys have been in the band, and you were guitar, and
And yeah,
Steven was bass. But so was it easy to make that
I,
team up with him and
Yeah,
be on
I-
the same page as far as
yeah,
the guitars?
because I think at this point, like, and through the time that we were playing before with previous band, he already understand the way I would write, and he will understand like what I wanted. So like bringing him into this was it felt a lot easier because he already knew me, you know.
Yeah.
And I already knew like the style that that he can bring and the just a lot easier than bringing in somebody that it's good too, but there was no chemistry there. So right now it's like the history that me and him have, it's there because we already been playing for a couple years
That
now.
was definitely like the experience and the friendship that just grew and it's just like we just stayed.
Like a natural fit, huh?
Yeah.
Plus, we
Yeah,
heard that they shared a bunk on tour, so
So
we do a lot
I was thinking
Yeah, I've heard stories about that too, man.
together.
right.
Cool, man. Well, I'm sure that I'm not the only one who's like excited about seeing you guys and excited about hearing your new material. So we'll get into more about that. Cool, man. So I know that you have a pretty good announcement about like all the new material you have coming up, but in specific, I know you want to talk about the first single that's going to be released, right?
Yeah, this single is like it has a little history because I've been working on this song for a while now, and it has to be the first one because it's the first one that actually started all this, so it's the first one that has to get released. But we're excited and we're happy that it's already complete, and then we're looking forward to see the reaction of of our friends, family, fans that we have built over the years of all of us playing in our bands before. And to me, it's a really exciting time because it's something that we worked on really hard. And on a personal level, it's something that I've learned a lot as a musician myself, and I think all of us are learning from this experience.
Okay, so like I know I've had the chance to, and it's not exclusive to me because I know that they've released a lot of like teasers and clips and stuff. So if you're watching, follow them on Instagram and on their Facebook page. Be on the lookout for those. But like from the stuff that I have heard, I still hear that rock. It's like it's not so much metal, but it is like metal driven rock. And then there are also some new aspects to the new sound. And I want to ask, like, how did that come into play? Like, what made you look into that part of?
With that, I've always been a fan of electronic music and club, like how people call it, like club music. But I've always wanted to incorporate those elements into a metal band or a rock band, just to make it more a little bit more dramatic, a little bit more impactful, because everything has to be impactful for the listener,
Yeah.
So to me, that was like something that I really wanted to achieve for this EP that we're working on. And so far, I mean, we're really happy with all the tracks that we're getting, and we're excited about it.
A lot of tracks.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I was gonna ask like, how'd you incorporate the EDM, but I wasn't sure if that's what you were going for. I know there's like some sound effects, and they're pretty profound, and really good spots in the songs.
I don't know. I guess they just come where the spot it calls for,
Right.
Writing the song or working on the song, it's like, hey, what do you think of this, dude? Or what do you think of that? And sometimes some of them work and some of them don't, but the ones that work, it's like right away I feel that, oh, that's where it goes, But
Right.
It's all about like writing writing process and hearing what the song is calling for, you know.
So have you had to change any of your drumming style to, like, not, I guess, like, make room for that new aspect to the music?
I think the biggest change was the tempo more than anything else. We're coming from a spot where we were playing in triple digit tempos, and now we're playing in 2-digit tempos, and it was big for me to slow down.
Yeah.
I still struggle with it a little bit, but
I get you.
Yeah, just being on that click.
just being on that click, yeah.
And what about your vocals, Eric? Like, how do you incorporate your portion into the
I think-
songs with the new parts? You know.
I think it was everything that, like I said prior, was something that I wanted to do, and I think it was just going back to the history of even him playing like back in the years. I was like, there was something easy for me to incorporate a style where I think I can get something out that I've been holding back for a bit, But I think it just flows, with what I'm doing, and it just, these guys are helping me match it, bringing that best out of me. But it's like I said, that it's been fun, putting out something. I'm just throwing everything out there.
Yeah, like Johnny mentioned, like there was a bit of a slowdown, like in the tempo, and I kind of detect that, like in general about your band. You guys are very patient. You're like being very calculated with the way you're gonna release material, and you're not in a rush to get it out. Because I know a lot of bands like rush into a studio and they want to put it out right away, and then before you know it, the excitement's gone and everybody heard it already, and it's very anticlimactic. But I like the way you guys are doing it with more patience, and I just think that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I think that shows a lot of maturity as far as like your musicianship and and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we're taking our time and like we're taking it song by song, and not until we feel that it's ready, then like, okay, let's move on to the next one and the next one. But it's all about being patient and really try to make sure that song is gonna deliver what we're looking for, not rush it like you say, and just be really picky on what actually are we going to release, that are people really gonna like this, or we should have done that,
Yeah, I think that's basically.
Yeah.
what we
try
always
not to
talk
have
about.
no doubts.
Yeah.
Right, I get you.
Like, yeah, we should have done this, we should have done that. I think we put everything that we needed to do and stuff, and then, I mean, there's no more to do with it. But
And what about it, recording? Like, are you recording someone, or are you doing it yourself?
We're doing all of our recordings. I'm tracking the band. We go back and forth from my studio to Steve's studio's house, and that's how we've been doing it. And mixing and mastering, we're doing it with our good friend Jeremy Duff out of Darksville Studio in West Virginia, and he's been a great supporter and before and now, and he's doing some really great work on these tracks, and really happy with his delivery on his end. And but yeah, all of the recording, the producing, the writing, and we're doing it ourselves, and it's been so far a lot of fun and learning.
Okay, so you mentioned the first single is going to be titled "Tides of Man." We've talked about the fact that it's going to be a 6-song EP. Do you have a title for the EP already, or is that not ready to be released?
I don't think it's.
But
We're
when the time comes,
When the
right.
time comes.
patience is going to be involved somehow.
Yeah, the EP should be pretty fun too.
Cool. Okay, so now it's time for the show-off segment. We're gonna go ahead and ask you guys, like, when do you think you'll be ready for shows? And I don't think it's anytime soon, because I know that you're taking your time releasing the music. So
we're gonna ask Mo on this one. What are you?
I'm the drummer, dude. You tell me when and I show up.
I have enough work trying to put my drum set
Right.
together.
I mean, as far as right now, we're just it's just the process that we're doing of writing, finishing up on our EP. So we're just pushing as far as like advertising ourselves, putting out teasers, letting people, our fans know, right now we're looking at probably the end of this year, just start moving, and also with that, just keeping up with the scene, supporting, seeing what's out there, and I mean it's exciting to see what we're doing at the studio, and then what we can bring out to the local scene.
Yeah. Okay. So and you know, just for you people watching out there, just be patient, and I'm sure they'll let you guys know as soon as they're ready to start playing shows.
Yeah.
You know, when the time comes, like, how can they reach you? Do you guys already have a Facebook page and a
Yeah,
is it Instagram only?
On social media, it's pretty much everything that people are that they have right now, which is Facebook. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I mean, I think those are the major platforms that are there for everybody to connect. You know,
Yep.
Are they is it under Illum or Illum official or
on Facebook is illum.official.
yeah, it's ILLUM.
Yeah, and then
Not
for
official.
Instagram is illum_official.
Official.
And then for Twitter,
Illum band.
Illum
Band
Band.
on Twitter. Yeah, Illum Band on Twitter. So just keep an eye out, man. Keep an eye out and stay on top of like their announcements. I know that when Tony has something ready, I'm excited to listen to it, man. Check it out.
Yeah, like this time it's gonna the live performance. Like we're planning to come out with like full production, because one of the things that I strongly hold on live performance is for Illum, it's not just going to go see Illum, but it's to actually have an experience on a live concert or live show. Yeah, because that's what we want to bring, you know, a live experience, visually and hearing the live music. You know?
Not a lot of bands do shows on peyote anymore, so that's kind of.
We gotta do what we gotta do.
Like he said, it's about the experience.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like 4D.
There you go.
That's cool. Yeah. So I mean,
5D.
we look forward to that, man. Seeing you guys on stage again, hearing your stuff, buying your merch, definitely having a physical copy of your.
It's been a bit
your
since
release.
we've been on stage. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you guys wanted to cover? Maybe pretty much.
I don't know. It's just a reminder. August 24th. You know, we'll be releasing that new single, "Tides of Man."
Tides of Man.
Hopefully everybody
August
digs it.
24th.
You know, and there's more songs to follow after that.
Yeah. Right now the single is on pre-order, so if you guys want to get it before it comes out, you can go to any of the iTunes, Google, Amazon, Spotify. Like you can pretty much find it anywhere on the music outlets, digital, and yeah, pick up a copy and let us know what you think. Message us. If you could write a review on iTunes or Google, that'll be great too. You know, we want to hear the feedback that people are, that they can tell us, like, hey, you know, like we like it. If you guys don't like it, comment. You know, it's
Good or bad, we'll
good or
delete
bad,
the bad
it
ones.
doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, constructive criticism.
Yeah.
No others.
Just don't comment on YouTube because people are so brutal on YouTube, man. Yeah. Honesty is appreciated, but don't be a douchebag. Cool. Yeah, we want to thank you guys for coming out and allowing
Thanks
us
for
to
having us
feature you. It was a short vlog, but there's like big things coming from these guys, man. So hopefully we can have you back once you guys are at
Almost
full speed ahead.
Almost deaf.
And be on the lookout for them. Illum official and Illum band. They're gonna do big things, man. So like I said, keep an eye out. And thanks again for coming out, man.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Thanks for
Thank you.
coming.
You ready?
Cool. So we're gonna add a special segment to this vlog. We're gonna go ahead and welcome our friends Eamon and Shay to the Metal Shop vlogs, and she wants to talk to you about her give and take booking and also a project that she started up recently.
Oh, well, let's see. I started a project with the help of Papa Joe and Mama Judy. We're featuring all new locals or locals that don't get a chance to play very often. We're featuring them on a series of 3 shows. Hopefully there's more. And it's just a show dedicated to, you know, bands that don't get a chance to play and, you know, to get out there and be recognized. And let's see, it's 6 bands each show. So that's 18 bands for the 3 shows. So that's quite a lot of bands.
Yeah. Shay's with Give and Take Booking. She books a lot of local shows as well as touring bands.
Yes. Mostly local though.
Yeah. And I think the same message goes along with her booking is that she likes to book bands who otherwise would not be booked here in town.
Right.
Maybe because of the genre or for other reasons. But it's all about being fair with the amount of time that bands get to be on stages, right?
Right.
Yeah, the shows that she's referring to, the project is called Stepping Stones, and the whole idea behind that is giving the bands a chance to start somewhere, and then hopefully that'll help them get onto other stages, other venues in town, and maybe it'll also give them the chance to make connections with other local
Right.
bands, and we pretty much like it's up to them from there.
Yeah.
At least they got the first the initial chance.
Yeah, I think it's a really good show, to be recognized. That way people can come out, if they like their sound, they can add them on other shows, so hopefully they can continue to keep playing shows. That way they're given a chance to.
Yeah, and so these shows will be taking place
At Love Buzz, all three of them are at Love Buzz. Hopefully there's more than three. They all start at 8 or 9 o'clock. I haven't decided on the time yet. Let's see.
they're free.
They're all free. Each band will be given a 30-minute time slot, so that's a good time slot to play for a show or just any show in general for a local band.
Yeah, the only thing that does need to be mentioned is they're because of the venue and because of this, there's a bar. It is 21 and over only.
Yes, it is only 21 and over only. Hopefully, we can find a place that's all ages, and we can. I mean, Love Buzz is great too. They take care of their promoters and their bands and stuff. One thing that when I started Give and Take booking, one of my main focuses was, not to only book new bands and bands that don't get a chance, but to book for all ages because the younger generation, it's harder for them to get into shows and to go out and have fun and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's really important that we not only that we have shows, but all age shows. So most of us started going to shows when we were younger, and now that's not allowed because they have to be 21 and over.
Not me. I started going. Well, I went to concerts when I was young, but I started going to shows when I was really like 40 something. So it's never too late. But Shay makes a lot of sense. We need the youth. Like
We need the youth.
we need the younger fans to start going to shows just to keep the scene alive too, man. I mean, there needs to be new musicians. A lot of times, the new musicians are inspired when they go to a show and they see their friends playing. So it's a good thing to have all ages shows, and we like to think that sometime soon we can help out with that, with
Right.
other projects we have on the back burner. But at least this is a good start for bands to start playing shows. And and also if you haven't played shows and you're a new musician, you think you're ready for it, and maybe you've already tried like some of the open mics around town. There's a lot of them now. And if you feel confident enough to get booked on a show, hit up Shay.
Yeah,
Hit her
I'll
up.
be here.
Yeah, she's always asking, hey, who hasn't played, who wants to play? So you can hit her up, and she'll hopefully after these the first three, we'll have space for more. But should be a chance, man.
I'm open to all genres too. Whatever you play, I can add you. I can fit you in somewhere. Like the Stepping Stone series, it's all mixed genre. So it doesn't matter if you play punk, if you play like indie music. It doesn't matter what type of music you play. There's hip hop on it. There's some punk. There's acoustic. So it's just a great show to to add any genre.
Yeah. Did you want to do some of the bands that are going to perform at the first show?
Yes.
Yeah. So the first show of that series is Saturday, August 25th, and the bands booked for that show are
Thought?
No Good, Santana Garcia. You guys saw Santana here a couple weeks ago on our vlog project. Sam's Town, you saw them the week after Santana, right here. Matamoscas and Oso.
Yes.
So that'll make up the first show in that series. The next show, the second one is on,
September 7th?
and that's a Friday.
Yes.
TGIF, so you guys can come out and also it's important to let the bands know, the new bands that are playing, bring out your friends and your family, man. Let's make it a party.
Yeah.
And so the bands for that show are
Let's see. Is it Ralphine?
Ralphine, Plasma Center Princess, Shadow Valley, Trash Baguette,
Yes. Trash Baguette?
Deadbox, and Counterplay.
Yes.
The third Shay's already worked on the lineup for the third show in that series.
Yes. That'll be October 20th at Love Buzz. It'll be St. Anthony's Fire, Video Nasty, Alien Time Machine, which will be their comeback show. They've been gone for a few years. Sacro, Phantom Flesh, and Stay Dead.
Cool, man. Sounds like 3 parties right there. You guys make sure and make it out. Bring friends.
All the bands, just remember there's an orientation before the shows. We're going to do a training session like in Pick a Destiny. So,
It's gonna be an obstacle
Yeah.
course
Yep.
before you get to the stage.
obstacle course, and you have to move things with your dick. And
Only if you're 21 and over, though.
yes, that's the kicker. But we're working on the all ages ones, and there
Yeah.
won't be
Except-
they won't have to attend the orientation.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you want to?
Not really.
You guys,
I'm
Shay
just-
and Eamon are doing awesome things, man. Support them.
It's mostly her.
They're working hard. Like usually when she asks me for the flyer, she already has all the bands, and it's cool, man, because she just gives me info and knock it out.
And
real
Papa
quick.
Joe does awesome flyers, and he's always a big help with that. So thank
I
you,
like
Papa
doing
Joe.
it. I like doing it, and I like when people take advantage of me for doing
And you all entice me with my
Bastards.
favorite beer. So
it. Okay, so thanks again for
thank you for
coming on
having
our
us.
vlog, and it's good to like talk about it, and let people listen to what's going on. A lot of times you're scrolling on Facebook and you see it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. You've seen it already. You just don't read it.
Well, hopefully
so now
it's
you
a
guys
big-
have all the information, man. Be there. Okay.
Yeah.
we're
Hopefully
kinda
it's a chance, to expand the music scene too.
Yeah. Exactly.
yeah, a lot of venues are. That's another thing too. Is a lot of venues are starting out with the way they should. Free shows. They have their own sound system, their own sound guy, and everything.
They got beer right there.
It's it's kind of a far cry from the way it used to be, where you had if you were a promoter, you had to get your sound guy, you had to work something out with the venue, you had to take a door charge,
Yeah.
So it's finally getting to the point, people are starting to catch on that hey, you can everybody can have a cake and eat it too. You can have a free show, and you can everybody makes a little bit of money.
And Love Buzz is a great place for that too. They're always really great with us. They have amazing sound. Bartenders are good. They have specials. They have that good food truck in the back. They have a nice new stage. For the bands to play. It's a really nice place.
It was. I was very surprised by the stage because I didn't think they could fit that in that little spot where they had it before.
Yeah, it's perfect.
They found
It's nice.
there was
That
a
was
will,
great.
there was a way.
Yeah.
Cool. So I want to thank you again, Give and Take Booking.
Thank you.
Shay and Eamon. Be on the lookout for all the big things that she's working on. And we'll see you guys next week on the Metal Shop Vlogs.